I am Dr. Rajendra Kumbhar, working as Professor, Department of Library and Information Science, Savitribai Phule, Pune University. Friends, I am going to discuss with you a topic called the information sources for research. Information sources have large variety and valuable contents useful for research. Some of the important sources for research are dictionaries. Dictionaries are especially useful for research to find out precise meaning of the terms that are useful in research. In fact, meaning of terminology differs from profession to profession, and they also differ from context to context. To know the exact meaning of the term that you are going to use for your research, dictionaries are very useful. There are various dictionaries, and some of them are even subject dictionaries, which you can use to find out the appropriate meaning of the terms that are going to be used in your research. Apart from dictionaries, there are many glossaries. Glossaries provide explanations of the terms used in different professions and occupations and subject areas. These explanations are matching to the context of the profession or the subject field, and there are glossaries in every subject field. You may use them to find out appropriate explanations of the terms. In addition to that, you have got encyclopedias which provide detailed articles on the topic of your research. Encyclopedic articles are very useful at the beginning of your research so as to know the width and depth of your topic, the highways and byways of your topic. Encyclopedias, apart from providing the history, the current status, the statistics, the institutions, the personalities related with your subject, they also provide extensive list of bibliographical references which you can use for your further research. Gazetteers are another type of information sources which provide detailed information about the smallest places on the earth. When you are interested to find out actually maybe the culture, the fairs and festivals, the traditions, the occupations, the educational system, the cultural composition of a particular village or an area, you can depend on gazetteers. Gazetteers are published for almost every district, and the minute places of those districts are covered in gazetteers. In India, gazetteers are published by the state governments as well as by the national government. Yearbooks are other information sources which you can use to find out latest information, that is the data about the various facets that has been covered till the recent time, that is the last year. For example, we have got a yearbook published by the Ministry of Information and Broadcasting, Government of India. The title of this yearbook is known as India Reference Annual. This provides statistics related with agriculture, with education, industries, and many other subject fields. This is a detailed statistics coming from the authentic agency, that is the Government of India. Apart from this yearbook, there are yearbooks actually published by different agencies. For example, the UNESCO publishes statistical yearbook which provide statistical data about many aspects of human life across the world, published regularly, and it's a very good source of statistical information. Friends, there are other sources which are very useful for reviewing purpose, and one of them is annual reviews. Annual reviews, as their name suggests, are published every year, and they provide actually detailed review of the literature that has been published on a particular topic. Some of those annual reviews actually review the literature published in that particular year. Some of them actually select a topic, and whatever has been the literature published on the given topic till now, that has been reviewed. The important part of the annual reviews is that apart from providing you a systematic review of the literature on the given topic, they do also provide a extensive bibliography of the topic that you are referring to. Advances in librarianship is another very important, valuable source for researchers. As the name of this series is concerned, it says that advances in the subject field are reviewed. These are reviewed by experts of the given subject fields, and they are published almost in every subject field. For example, advances in computing science, advances in agriculture, advances in library and information science, so on and so forth. These sources also provide, apart from the detailed review of the given subject field, bibliographical references too. Many research institutions as well as professional organizations do publish report of the research that has been carried out within a given specific time span, and they bring to the researchers state-of-the-art report of the research of those institutions, useful for researchers in knowing the current status. Conference proceedings are actually volumes that contain articles written by researchers on the current topics, and they do bring to you current research. Particularly, the conferences organized by international agencies and associations do provide quality content on the current research topic. Theses and dissertations, or as have been recently called electronic theses and dissertations, are valuable source of primary information. The doctoral dissertations contain a detailed report of the research carried out by a researcher for doctoral degree. The theses and dissertations are now being made available as institutional repositories or simply repositories like Shodhaganga in India, or commercial agencies like ProQuest Theses and Dissertations. They too provide detailed report along with bibliographies. Finally, journals, which are backbone of any research area, they provide deep in-depth articles on the given topic, current topic, published regularly and published by renowned institutions. Journals are certainly most valuable sources for research. Friends, using the literature that has been mentioned above, you can write literature review. Literature review have many purposes, and here are some of them. Apart from knowing the existing research, you can know the methodologies, the topics covered, as well as finding of the given topic. You can also know the literature review to identify gaps in research, and with the help of that you can avoid duplications in research. Apart from this, you can use the literature review to explain the need of the research. And literature review is, I must say that, is not just a compilation or listing of the articles that have been published on the given topic. Rather, to be precisely, literature review is a synthesis of the relevant articles, thereby every time trying to identify the correlations between one article and the another article, and trying to say whether how one article is related by way of either arguing, contradicting or supporting. That is what is the purpose of writing literature review. When it comes to actually the term literature and its meaning with reference to research, we must keep in mind that here literature does not mean the novels, dramas or any fictional literature. Literature here means any piece of information that help you to achieve the purposes of literature reviewing. Of course, though the above type of literature is useful for writing literature review, the focus always is on the journal literature. When it comes to the searching of literature, databases are the most valuable sources for research. The reasons why they are to be considered as most valuable sources for research is that they cover number of journals published by various publishers across the globe. Of course, they also have many search facilities. Since databases cover a huge number of journals, unless the appropriate search facilities are provided, it will be difficult to identify a particular article on a given topic, and that is why they have got many search facilities, which may include simple search where you can input in a search window maybe a single term or a synonymous term to that term or terms with various spelling variants. You can of course input in the simple search window the exact phrase with inverted commas, which help you to bring to you the literature related with the phrase that you have inputted to the search window. Apart from simple search, all databases do have the facility to search literature with the help of advanced search facilities, which includes search with the help of Boolean operators, which help you to join two or more terms, which help you to actually join terms with the synonymous terms, or they help you to exclude certain terms from searching the literature. Apart from the simple and advanced search, databases do have number of value-added facilities, such as they help you to know what are the related articles to a particular article. Almost all databases enable researchers to set alert services. This is an important facility databases provide, through which you can communicate topics of your interest to the database, and the database will keep on emailing you the articles or other contents that are relevant to your input topic. Databases do also provide link to the home page of the journals. By going to the home page of the journals, you can browse the contents of earlier issues, and you can also know the impact factor of the journals. Articles in press is another facility or a value-added service the journals provide, databases provide, in which actually the articles which have been accepted for publications but are yet to be assigned volume number, issue number, are made available in the database. This enables researchers to know the articles before they are actually been formally assigned issue number. Many databases actually provide bibliographic and abstract level information free of cost. This, I think, is a useful facility because they may not, if they are commercial databases, they may not provide you the full text free of cost, but the abstract level information is available free of cost. Once you know the abstract and the bibliographical details, you may use this information to get the articles from other legal sources. Once you know the databases, here are actually the 5 essential steps in searching databases successfully. The first one is to find out appropriate term for the purpose of finding the appropriate literature. Now, terms have different meaning, and there are many terms to cover different concepts. If you are unable to find out appropriate term for searching the literature, you may find a lot of irrelevant literature. And for that purpose, it is important to find right term to find relevant literature. Where do we find the terms for searching literature? Here are some of the possible sources. One is the articles on the topic. Almost all articles on the topic and even the abstracts, they do provide information about the keywords that are used for searching the given article. This can be one source for finding terms related with your topic. You can also use Wikipedias. Any entry in Wikipedia, however small it may have at least about 10, 20 or even more hyperlinked terms. All these hyperlinked terms basically cover different facets or aspects of the given subject area. These indeed are telling that these are the various components of the given subjects, and each one of them can be picked up as a term for searching literature on the topic concerned. Dictionaries, of course, provide you words, synonymous terms, antonyms. All these can be used for the purpose of searching the literature. But the most logical source for finding appropriate terms for searching literature is information retrieval thesaurus. This is different from what is called as a language thesaurus. For example, Roget's thesaurus is a language thesaurus. It provides you a list of synonyms. But information retrieval thesaurus provide you a list of broader term, narrow term and related term. A information retrieval thesaurus prepares a sort of networks of the terms related with a particular topic. As a result of it, if you reach to one particular term, say for example psychology, then you will be able to find out actually what are the broader terms to psychology, what are the narrow terms to psychology, what are the related terms to psychology. Once you have all this set of terms in front of you, depending upon your requirement, you will be able to select the appropriate term to search the literature. The fantastic part of the modern day databases is that some of them are providing their own thesaurus so as to find out the appropriate term before you start your search. For example, the IPSCO's Academic Search Premier or many databases of IPSCO do have a thesaurus or a separate link called subject terms, where you will be able to find out all these broader, narrow and related terms which help you to select precise terms for your searching the databases. Apart from all these sources, you can of course discuss with your guides and teachers and experts of the given subject field so as to find out what should be the appropriate term to search literature from the databases. Once you actually find out the appropriate term to find out the literature, the next step is to using a proper search facility. Now, as mentioned earlier, simple and advanced are the two basic search facilities made available by the databases. Depending upon your requirement, you should be able to use either simple or advanced search facility. In using simple search facility, you can input a single word or a group of words or a phrase. If you are going to use the phrase search facility, you must include the phrase into inverted commas. Apart from simple search, as I mentioned earlier, there is the advanced search facility also. Now, in the advanced search facility, particularly includes the use of Boolean operators. Boolean operators are actually operators named with and or not terms. Now, these three operators can be inserted between terms so as to create appropriate search statement. Search statement is a statement made up of number of words which are intended to retrieve appropriate literature, and these three operators can be inserted between terms or phrases so as to create an appropriate search statement. Use of appropriate search statements certainly help you to retrieve the most relevant literature. Fortunately, all databases do provide the facility to use Boolean operators to retrieve literature. Apart from Boolean operators, as a part of advanced search strategies, many databases enable to apply number of filters so as to enhance the precision of the documents that have been retrieved. For example, whatever literature is retrieved as a response to your query, you can apply the filters such as place. If you apply the place filter, you should be able to find literature related with a particular place. For example, if you have searched literature on, say, for example, higher education, you can further filter it by adding the appropriate place, for example, higher education in UK, higher education in India, where you can select India or UK from the place option. Very similar to that, you can select the type of documents, for example, whether you are retrieving a research article, whether you are interested in finding out an electronic book, whether you are interested in finding a review article. So what type of documents you want to sort out, filter out from the retrieved list, it is possible with the help of filters that are made available by the databases. Filters such as full text will enable you to find out only full text. Filters such as charts, diagrams, maps will help you to search the literature with those particular features. But what I have mentioned on your screen, these are just as an exemplary filters. You can have more than this filters in a particular database, which always help you to go nearer to the most relevant literature of your requirement. The fourth and the second last step in searching the databases is selecting fields from where the database should search your terms. The facility for this is mostly made available at the search window itself, where you input your search terms. Mostly this facility is made available by way of pull down menus. Now, selecting a field from where the database should search literature means that if you look at the whole article, it has got number of segments such as title, author, keywords, abstracts, then of course the full text, the bibliography, the journal's name, then the ISSN, the DOI, so on and so forth. Now, whatever term you have just typed into the search window, if you want that this term should be searched in this particular segment of the article, say for example, you have typed chemistry and you want that chemistry should be searched in title only, then from the pull down menu you select chemistry. But suppose you have actually typed there name of a journal, say for example Economics and Politics Weekly, then from the pull down menu you should select title, the journal, or simply journal. So where exactly the term should be searched, that can be prescribed here by using the pull down menus. Of course, if you want that the database should search literature on the given concept from whole of the article, in that case the default option that is made available with you called all should be selected, and in that case the computer, the database will go on searching literature related with your topic from all these places. Now, the fifth and final step in searching literature, according to me, is modifying your search statement. Friends, when you actually input your search statement or with the help of appropriate search strategy into the search window, you will be able to find out the literature. Now, ideally it should be most relevant literature, but if you are not happy with the retrieved literature, always there is a scope for modifying your search strategy, your search statement. This you can do as many times until you find the appropriate, relevant, satisfactory retrieval from the databases. Apart from this, I must also tell you that most of the databases have a facility to save the search statement or search strategy. This has been enabled so that next time if you are interested in searching on the same topic, you should be able to readily find out what search statement you used last time, and if that was useful to you to find the relevant literature, you can use the saved search statement that is made available by the databases itself. Thank you.